Oh, okay, so yeah, we hadn't picked this option. But yeah, we're back to Araya's route this time. Then do if you adopt that kind of, let's say, attitude, could at least try to sympathize with my situation. I'm sorry. I'm worried about your rabbit, really. It's just, I pause, unsure how to phrase it. Talking to Araya feels like walking on eggshells. I think it is maybe an inescapable fact of life that bad things happen sometimes. Maybe. Of course I know that. Of course I know that bad things happen. I know it more than anyone. You're telling me to just accept this, are you? Trying to betray yourself as a proper adult by saying something so weak-willed as, don't worry about it, alright? These things happen, just ignore it. No, that wasn't what I was saying at all. If you go through life with such a wishy-washy attitude, not caring about anything, then you're not living at all. I am sorry. That wasn't what I meant. I was just trying to comfort you. Araya makes an indignant noise as she straightens up, flopping one corkscrew curl over the shoulder. Alright, if you truly do care for my plight... Oh, and then we still have to go find a rabbit anyway, so... Okay, we're gonna say, right you are, boss. Boss, huh? Araya repeats, her voice trailing off in a fairly non-indicative manner. Does she think I'm making fun of her? I got her to get angry, but... That is correct. I am the boss. You got that entirely right. She giggles. She actually giggles. I am the boss and you are my underling. That means you have to answer to me. Whatever I say goes. You got that? Yes, I got that. That means if you go and disobey me, I have no choice but to amputate your little finger. What's it with you and wanting to chop off my fingers? She doesn't really mean that, does she? Well, not, she... Well, I mean, she could if she uses her sister's fingernails. Because we've already established that they're very, very sharp. Although, maybe boss is too unpleasant. Makes me think of the Yakuza. Even though she totally sounded like a Yakuza boss just now. Boss is no good then? I think I prefer something a little more dignified and noble. Just a bit cute. Cute, huh? Yes, that is my precious name, so take no care to mangle it. It's worth more than your tongue, you hear? If you get it wrong, I'll never forgive you. Not even if I die. This is starting to seem like more trouble than it's worth. Which it may or may not be, but besides the point. Is she asking for something dignified? Oh yeah, and then we still gotta go down this road. I was calling her milady. I don't think we've done this one. I know that Rai is annoying, but that's kind of harsh. Yeah, we hadn't done that one. You know why she's annoying, then why are you hanging out with her? Guess that's a fair question. Because I was roped into it. I've always been bad at saying no. Whenever people in the street try to talk me into donating to charity or accepting packs of pocket tissues, I'm incapable of saying no. I think the worst time was when I got held up by a young woman trying to champion a new animal shelter for a whole hour. After that, I always tried to go out with Sakai, Miho, or Yuna by my side to protect me. But maybe there's more to Araya's appeal than that. Simply couldn't leave her alone. Not when she was searching so earnestly for something so dear to her. I think that kind of passion is admirable. It actually reminds me of a little of a Moo. She can be stubborn like that too. I open my mouth, but the words stick inside my throat. Moo's expression really is scary. But before I can respond... Yep, and then we're back to this whole charade again. And we're gonna skip forward. I walk back to the village by myself, down the familiar path, now dark thanks to the oncoming evening. I decided to stay overnight with her big sister in the room above the antique store. Don't know if she really wanted to or not, but Suzumi's stream of tearful insistences, coupled with her promises of high-quality tea and cakes, eventually won over. I bet right now those two sisters are having an elegant tea party fitting for upper-class ladies. They sip daintily from china cups and nibble on expensive cakes. Okay, I'm assuming we went to go see the sister, Suzumi, and we weren't invited to stay. Guessing this is kind of the route that we're going. Or maybe knowing Suzumi, not that I do know her that well, she'll be forcing Rai into an assortment of cute and frilly outfits, trying to turn her into a living doll. Thinking about it like that, I'm starting to feel sorry for Rai. Since Rai has a sister like Suzumi who doesn't take no for an answer, no wonder she became a haughty and defiant person. If you're constantly forced to interact with somebody who never listens to you, it might be only natural that you start to boss others around in turn. Can I do anything in this scenario other than pray for Rai's safety? Maybe I should have given her some cloves of garlic, just in case Suzumi really does try to suck her blood. Last thing Rai said to me before I left was, "Make sure to meet me by the sunflower field again tomorrow morning." I guess that means on the last day in this village I'll be looking for Shiro again. I feel a little guilty about this. Maybe I should try to spend more time with Amu and Noelle. Noelle, I wince. Guilt in my stomach begins to bubble up, frothing like thick, muddy swamp water. I feel sick. Saw Noelle in the park yesterday. I know I did. It was definitely her. Pale skin, silver hair, light blue eyes, and impossible to mistake. And yet, even though I saw her, I ignored her. I had a chance to talk to my best friend, my dearest friend that I betrayed, even though she trusted me. I had a chance to apologize, but I didn't take it. Because I'm still this weak. Because I'm a coward, unable to face the consequences of my actions. And so it made everything even worse. Sometimes I really do hate myself. But what use is that? This hatred is worth nothing. This guilt is meaningless. Guilt only has worth if you can use it for the greater good. If guilt doesn't inspire you to change, it's completely pointless, almost selfish. Useless emotion that you can wallow in at your own leisure. Noelle is angry at me, I'll understand. She hates me, I'll understand that too. But I need to see her. I need to apologize. Maybe she's in the park again, like yesterday. It wouldn't hurt to look. And so, on my way back to my grandparents' home, I make a short detour. Oh, and that she is. Gathering darkness, I sit on the swing and wait. Don't really know what I'm waiting for. No guarantee that you'll come here. But you came here yesterday. Maybe you're like me. I think you're like me. But I don't know. Kinda sad that we've been friends for so long. Thought we were friends, at least. But I still don't know that much about you. That's my fault, not yours. 'Cause I don't talk. I don't like to talk. Where does talking get you? It doesn't change the past. It's pointless. I think you're like me. You like routine, like regularity. So come back to this place. I'm sure, just like me, you'll be led here. You'll come back. You will. And this time, I won't let you ignore me. Not now. You can't. You won't. When you left, it hurt me. Hurt even more than that you didn't tell me. You told me that you were leaving. I think it would have been alright. I would have been able to manage. Quietly, I could get along, like a boat bobbing on the surface of the water. Just like always. But you didn't tell me. You didn't tell me. You didn't write to me. Why was that? Maybe it's because you hate me? I sniffle, wiping my eyes with the back of my arms. It's cold. Cheeks are wet. When the wind blows, my cheeks feel even colder. Even though I can go outside dressed like this all the time, I'm shivering. I thought I was used to the cold by now. Thought I could adapt to anything. But I was wrong, wasn't I? Everybody has a limit. I hit it once before. Might have hit it again. My pocket feels something cool. Uh-oh. This another murder route? Yeah, this is another murder route. Uh-oh. It's only a matter of time before we came through one of these again. Sharp blade. Simply having it here by my side is comforting. Makes me feel less alone. Even though it can't talk to me. Even though it's not a real friend. Why would I know? Never had a real friend before. If you hated me, you should have told me. I told that before. I'm used to it. But pretending to be my friend, giving me a warm, happy feeling I've never had before, and then taking it all away, so suddenly, so quickly, without any warning at all, it's just too cruel. I think falsehood might be one of the worst forms of torture in the world. I can hear footsteps. Is it you? It is. You stand there, looking at me, wringing your hands. Don't know what to say, what to do. Do you know why you're here? Hey, Noelle, Your voice cracks. It falters in your throat. Wind whistling around us is even louder than you are. Can't hear what you're trying to say. What is it? An apology? An excuse? I don't know. I don't care. Tired of such things. Can't stand liars. I get up. Swing set creaks. No chains old and rusty. No got to play here when I was younger. Stronger, louder, more energetic children always got here first, and I was too shy to join in. Always been on the sidelines. Always unable to speak my mind. But not this time. I can speak my mind without words. Are you alright? You're shaking. Concern in your voice makes me falter, almost. But I can't be fooled again. I can't be hurt again. I don't want to be hurt. So I'll have to hurt you instead. Isn't that just how the world works? Well, I am sorry. Sorry? That isn't good enough. You really were sorry. You wouldn't have hurt me to begin with. You're a liar. A liar, a liar, a liar, a liar, a liar. Don't lie to me anymore. Well, at least that was a quick end. Ending 16, silence. Okay, this time we are going to go with Suzumi instead. Hopefully she won't murder me. Well, we can awkwardly sit here in silence. Sure, that'll go well for us this time. That is how I ended up walking through the evening street side by side with Suzumi. Though side by side is probably not the correct term to use. Actually, well, in actuality, walking a good few paces away from her, and a little further behind. His pursed eyes narrowed, Suzumi stalks ahead, proud and majestic like a cat. And also like a cat, or if I place a single foot in her territory, she'll scratch me. Silence between us is awkward and heavy. Other than the sound of our own footsteps reverberating through the empty air, I can't hear a thing. Maybe I should have stayed with Orion instead, but though disagreeing with Suzumi seemed even more frightening. I hope I haven't made a mistake. Could this perhaps have been a very bad decision? I mean, we already made plenty of bad decisions. What's one more, I guess? Hey, you. Yes? What have I done? You haven't done anything yet. I hope. I really haven't, I swear. Suzumi glares at me. 'Cause if you have, I'll got you like a fish. I really haven't done anything wrong, I promise. That's good. Though I don't know how much your promises are worth. Suzumi turns her head away from me, clicking her tongue against the roof of her mouth. A small silence lapses. Maybe we come to some kind of truce? Quietly not wishing to provoke her any further, I walk along behind Suzumi, staring at her back. Try hard to conceal the sound of my own footsteps, worrying that even the slightest reminder of my presence will make her turn on me again. Time passes like this, slowly, silently, until Riri might act callous, but actually a sweet and trusting person, you know. So don't hurt her. Huh? I wouldn't. So you say. But even if you don't intend to, careless actions and careless words can hurt people just as much, maybe even more, than cruel actions committed on purpose. Don't need to be outright cruel to hurt somebody, you know. So, watch out. Yeah, I could have used that warning earlier, but not against, Rai, but it's another friend. I will. I know it all too well. Very easy to hurt other people. Closer they are to you, the more it's guaranteed to sting. And the worst thing is, you can hurt people without wanting to, without even meaning to. And it will still be your fault. Rai is the most important person in my life, you know. Very trusting person, very forgiving. Know that better than anyone. What do you mean? Well, it might be hard for you to believe, but Suzumi sighs. Well, there's no reason for me to tell you this. Not really. I hate you. The thought of you going anywhere near my precious little sister makes me want to push you out onto a train track. I pause. Or maybe I just stick a cleaver in your stomach. Tear out your insides. Cut you up with a rusty razor. Who knows? Possibilities are endless. Since we're alone together, walking through almost deserted streets, death threats are more than just a little frightening. Again, I start to wonder whether Suzumi is some kind of vampire. With her pale skin and that long, dark hair, she could easily be. If Sky were here, I'm sure she'd be able to identify whether she is a true vampire or not. Sky's very knowledgeable about things like that. She's read Dracula about 7 times. If Sky were here, she would know how to ward off Suzumi. She'd know how to save me. But she isn't. I'm on my own. No way to defend myself. I don't want to die. But I'll tell you anything. Some of it. Just so you know. I want you to know what a sweet person my little sister is. I want everybody to know. Everyone should love her. Because she deserves it. As Suzumi speaks, her pace becomes slower, so it's easier for me to catch up with her. I only have little legs, and Suzumi really is very tall. At least for now I can catch my breath a little. You see, I'm a lot older than Arai. About 8 years older. So I got used to being the only one my parents pay attention to. I was their only child, so I was the only one who they would spoil. They played with me a lot, brought lots of presents, and always fussed over me. I guess I was a pretty selfish kid. I liked having all the attention. I didn't want to share it with anybody else. So, when my mother told me I was going to have a baby sister, Suzumi sighs. I was a very bad big sister. I hated her right from the moment I saw her. When she was little, I would always play mean pranks on her and make fun of her. Teased her all the time until she started to cry. But even so, Big sis, look! I don't reply. Instead, I continue pulling out clumps of grass with my hands. Eyes unfocused and staring into the distance. I'm supposed to be out on a family picnic. Family picnic meaning the whole family should be involved. And yet, for some reason... Big sis, look! After we finished eating, Mum and Dad decided to go for a walk. I wanted to come too, but since Arai's only 5, she gets tired easily. Legs are too small and her stamina is almost non-existent. Parents took her along with them and she just slowed them down. And so I got stuck here babysitting her. Stupid kid sitter. Big sis! I wanted to spend time with my parents. I wanted to go for a walk. And yet, because the kid needs attention all the time, can't do any of that. Can't do anything. Instead, I'm forced to take care of her all the time, as though she's some kind of princess. It isn't just today. There have been times when I wanted to go out with my friends. I wanted to watch some TV, or something on TV. I wanted to eat the last melon pudding, and I couldn't. I couldn't because of Arai. Ever since she was born, she's only ever been a burden. Why do I have to put up with her? Never wanted a little sister. All she does is get in my way. Big sis? Who now she has the nerve to bother me like this? Whining about something stupid over and over again. Can't you see that I'm not listening? Can't you see that I don't care? I glare at her, finally raising my head to meet her eyes. What? What do you want? I expect her lower lip to wobble. I expect tears to form in her eyes. All this happened when I scold her. Burst into tears at the smallest provocations. Then, of course, I'm the one who gets in trouble, even though she always makes such a horrible noise. This time, however, quite surprisingly, doesn't want to sniffle. She doesn't sob. She doesn't cry. Instead, with a wild smile on her face, holds something out towards me. A small crown comprised of flowers, thread together awkwardly with expert chubby fingers. The thing looks flimsy as hell, probably break in two with a strong gust of wind. Oh, look at cute little baby Arai. Oh, she's so cute. Yet, despite that, Arai looks so proud of it. So happy. It's clear a lot of work went into making it. Really did try her best. Even I can understand that much. A smile on her face, completely devoid of malice. Arai holds it out to me. It's for you, big sis. Huh? For me? Yeah, I made it just for you. And why do you think I'd want something like this? Because I love you, big sis. Ah, is that right? My eyes open a little wider than usual. How could she say that? I've only ever been mean to her. I don't get it. Must be because she's a kid. Because she's too stupid to understand. There's no deeper reason behind it. That's all. So why is her smile so bright? Why does she look so happy? Are you some kind of moron? How could you say that? My smile is still holding the clumsily made crown in her hands. Because Big Sis always looks out for me, even if she gets mad at me. But she always does it for my sake. Huh? What kind of nonsense is that? It isn't nonsense. Big Sis tries hard for me. She's always by my side. I mean, the melon pudding yesterday. I glared at her, eyes narrowed. I didn't want to give it to you, though. I got mad at you. You still gave it. It was really delicious. So, Big Sis is always giving to me. I give to you. I want to give you something too, because we're friends. Friends? Don't be stupid. Siblings can't be friends. But that's even better. Huh? Moo's my friend. I like you more than I like her, so that means we're better than friends. More than friends. Is this where she, Suzumi got an infatuation with the whole little sister fetish? Because it kind of messed up, but more? Are you gonna start making me Valentine's Day chocolate or something? Gross. Yet, despite my critical comments, the delicate, gentle smile of her eyes still doesn't waver. Doesn't budge an inch. Why is she still smiling? How can she tell me that she loves me, when I've only ever been mean to her? I don't get it. Don't understand it at all, but I don't find it unpleasant. Big Sis, I love you. I love you more than anyone in the whole world. Listen in silence as Sumi shares her story with me. It was that smile that made me realize, even though it was just a little thing, though I was such a mean sister, Rai forgave me. She trusted me and always looked up to me. She always thought I was cool, no matter what. She really did love me. I never even noticed. That's when I decided I didn't want to let her down. I kept being such a bad big sister. She'd grow older. She'd become disillusioned. She'd grow to dislike me. And a smile might disappear forever. I didn't want that to be my fault. I didn't want to make my little sister hate me. So decided I was going to change. I'm going to become the best big sister I could be. Best big sister in the whole world. Sumi's words sound so noble I can't help but feel impressed. I almost feel like I should applaud. Sumi really does love Arai. He loves her a lot. I couldn't tell before since she was being so over the top, but feelings must be real. Nobody could fake that kind of compassion. Wow, you really are an admirable big sister. Huh? You really think so? Yeah, I think so. Sometimes it feels like I just annoy Arai though. Like maybe I'm being too pushy? I don't want to be a nuisance. Try to give her everything she could ever want, but maybe I'm just forcing it on her. And maybe I'm too overprotective. I don't know, but I know Arai really does love you. Sumi sighs dreamily, pressing her hands against her cheeks. Love of a little sister really is amazing. If I could, I'd stop eating altogether and decide on that love for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I feel sorry for the people who don't have a little sister. It's like they're living in the dark ages, and only I have discovered the miracle magic that can keep you warm on a winter's night. I mean, I have a little sister and I don't feel as strongly as you do. I mean, me and my sister get along, and we have a good relationship, but not the relationship she is after. You mean fire? No. Hot pot? Of course not. What the heck do you think this is? A two-person comedy routine? Naturally, I'm talking about warmth of a lovely little sister. Sumi has totally lost it. This love, even though I doubt its sincerity, isn't it just a little bit too powerful? Who'd want to be on the receiving end of an obsessive romance like this? Nobody, unless you're one of the unfortunate people who are into that sort of thing. I want to share this feeling with everybody. Feeling you get when you have a cute, adorable, lovely little sister who smiles only for you. Little sisters really are amazing. Precious treasures, sparkling gifts. Pure and innocent, pretty and lovely, like strawberry cakes that with just the right amount of icing. Little sisters really are the best. I was really hoping we'd be done with this whole little sister thing, but I guess not. Mimi's love started to get really creepy really quickly. More than just a little creepy. She really is an amazing person. No, she's not. More ways than one. No. Right? I'm sorry you had to grow up with this person as your big sister. That I agree with. Please keep doing your best. Alright, we're here. The overhead dings as Suzumi pushes open the door to the bakery, using more force than necessary. Mimi strides into the store purposefully, dark hair billowing behind her. When she moves like this, her mouth starts to set into a thin layer of determination. She looks kind of cool. Was far away from the needy, dependent woman clutching at her little sister's arm. Tommy is a very capable person. Paya? Are you in here? Wake up, it's me. Paya? Who's that? Oh right, we haven't met Paya in this route, so I guess this is where she actually works. Somebody who works here? Take a look around the store, blinking. This is nearly closing time. We're the only two customers here. Smell of freshly baked bread hovers in the air, filling my nostrils. Such a light, comforting aroma, inhaling it almost makes me feel as though I've been wrapped up inside a fluffy wheat blanket. Cute cakes, bread, and pastries are lined up on the shelves, though there aren't many of them left now. Maybe we came here too late after all. Even though I search, I can't find any of the fancier desserts Suzumi promised Rai, like Millet Filet or Mont Blanc. Not that I even know what they even are, so... Doesn't seem to deter Suzumi though. Smile on her face doesn't waver. Paya, wake up, sleepyhead. The store doesn't close yet, you know. She... Here's his mother from behind the seemingly unmanned counter. Suzu? Is that you? Who else would it be? I don't know. I'm too tired to play mind games. It's a big world. Possibilities are endless. Well, regardless, it is me and I am here. I've come to pick up the order I placed a few hours ago. I think I remember that. Slowly but surely, a head of blonde hair peeks her way over the top of the counter. One there attached to a scalp which belonged to a young woman, rather soft-looking young woman, attired in an orange sweater. Eyes are clear and she's yawning, wiping stray traces of sleep away from the corners of her eyes. Long lashes flutter, but they don't open. Strands of messy hair are stuck around her mouth, no doubt by drool. Looks like she's just woken from a deep, deep slumber, heavier than that a princess's from a fairy tale. There's something strange about this girl, though. It isn't just because of her sleepy countenance. Her skin is a lot darker than anything I've seen before, outside of Hollywood movies. I can count the number of times I've seen people with complexions this dark on one hand. That's factoring in the last 2 years I've spent in the city, which has a population far more diverse than that of this town. Girl stands out immediately, just like a sore thumb. I'm staring, even though I know it's impolite. Bite my lower lip, turning my head away. I don't want to seem rude. You brought someone with you, Susie. Girls like seeing someone's voice only makes me feel guiltier. Did she realize I was staring? And it's a boy, too. How unusual. That's right, he's one of Riot's friends. I don't care for him at all. In fact, if he were to die right this instant, I wouldn't even bat an eyelid. Oh, gee, thanks, Suzumi. Glad to know you still hate me. How cruel. Sadly, it's not entirely unexpected. And I was beginning to think you started to develop a little brother fetish instead. Oh, God, please no. Please no. I don't want to have to deal with that shit too. Sumi snorts, flipping a strand of her hair over one shoulder. Don't be ridiculous. Our brothers are disgusting carbicules compared to the pure, innocent, beauty of little sisters. It's just I, Ondera Suzumi, with my impeccable taste, would ever change my allegiance for my lovely little sisters. It's an insult. An outrage. Haven't you known me long enough to realize such a thing would be impossible? Susie always gets so fired up about the strangest things. Makes me want to try hard too. Well, you can start by giving me that order I placed. You did remember to reserve those cakes, didn't you? Of course I did. I am more reliable than I look. I don't even understand how you're able to keep this job for so long, given you're always asleep when I come in here. That's because you only come here when it's late, and I'm starting to get sleepy. But you're always sleepy. It's part of my charm. Anyway, one moment please. Watch as this woman, did Suzumi say her name was Paya, reaches underneath the counter. She emerges once more, with several cardboard boxes stacked in her arms, each one bearing the name of the bakery across the side. Here you go. That's, a strawberry sponge cake, 2 strawberry tarts, 2 Mont Blanc, 2 slices of Milieu filet, right? That's right. Susie always orders so much for her little sister. That's right. My Riri is a very lucky girl. And yet, at the same time, I pity her. What do you mean, pity her? Nothing. I was just thinking out loud. I look between Suzumi and Paya curiously. Do these two know each other? I mean, isn't that fucking obvious already? Given the easy, relaxed way they're addressing one another, it seems like their relationship is more than that of a cashier and a customer. But my musing is cut short when Paya says, in that sleepy tone of hers, "Alright, it's a pleasure doing business with you, Suzu. Please come back again." "Oh, I will." The little sister decided I'd buy every single pastry in this store in a heartbeat. My, how impressively desperate. I know, right? Did Suzumi not realize Paio was insulting her? Does she not care? It's hard to tell. Right. Akchan, you might as well make yourself useful. Carry these for me. Blinking surprise as Suzumi offloads several of the cardboard boxes onto me. Does it so suddenly with so much force I almost dropped them. Luckily it's an almost. I'm able to maintain my hold on the boxes. Ow. Now don't complain. If anything, you should be thanking me for giving you a chance to validate your pathetic existence. How cruel. That all Suzumi sees me as. I mean, it seems to be the only thing girls see me as in this game. A slave. Paio giggles as she watches me, one held against her mouth. Good luck, Akchan. You're going to need it. Why does a sleepy giggle sound so ominous? Does she know something about Suzumi that I don't? Maybe Suzumi really is a vampire after all. After visiting the bakery and buying a large quantity of goods, Suzumi and I eventually returned back to the antique store. For all so much stuff, I had to wonder how much it all cost. Where does she get the money from? That really is the eternal question. Can't be from a store. Since Suzumi brought enough fancy cakes and pastry to feed a small army, let alone 2 people, end up getting a share, too. You know, Suzumi looks annoyed about it. Suzumi really does spoil a read, doesn't she? And then we're back to having read all this stuff already, so yay, we can skip all this now. Lying my stomach on the futon, flipping through a book. It's not that late, only about 8 PM, but my grandparents already went to bed. Must be because they're getting old. That's kinda sad. And it makes me feel guilty. So I stayed out so late today, I hardly got to see them at all. When I get back from town on my own, I decided to stay overnight with her sister after all. Dinner was already waiting for me, spread out across the tabletop. The meal was so large with so many side dishes, it really felt like a feast. It was obvious my grandmother had worked her fingers to the bone for me. And yet, despite that, rudely I came back so late. I only got to spend a small amount of time with my grandparents before they went to bed. Of course my grandparents said they didn't mind. They said it was natural for me to spend time with my friends. You didn't come to see us now, did you, dear? Now don't trouble yourself with silly worries. Would you like some more pickled vegetables? That's what my grandmother said. And yet, I guess I'd forgotten just how old my grandparents really are. Like so lively and energetic, always smiling and telling jokes. I didn't realize, but the fact that they had to go to sleep so early proves it. I'm getting old. Not going to live forever, even though their minds are still active. Bodies are starting to get worn down. And though I haven't been back here in so long, I have no idea when I'll be able to see them again. I almost completely ignored them. Hasn't just been them though, has it? Negligence might be becoming something of a tradition for me. Curl up in various positions, sitting up and then lying back down, but it's useless. No matter what I do, I still can't get comfy. Words on the page don't mean anything to me. Twist and bend right before my eyes, becoming unrecognizable and alien. I've been staring at the same page for the past 10 minutes. Keep rereading the same line over and over, but no matter how many times I drag my eyes across it, I can't discern any meaning from it. It's just a book. They're just words. In the end, it's all meaningless. The book has no relation to my life at all. I think I can't help but think, even though I wish I didn't have to. And inevitably, I think about Noelle. I saw her in the park yesterday evening. I know I did. However, I didn't go and greet her. I didn't talk to her. Instead, I was a coward. I ignored her. I hope she didn't see me. I hope it didn't hurt her feelings. Not like I dislike her. That's never been the issue. Just, I don't know. Just a coward capable of facing out to my own faults. I knew by abandoning her so callously I would have upset her. I didn't want to face that. I didn't want to feel bad. So instead of taking responsibility, I tried to run away. I've always been like this. If something goes wrong or I get scared, I try to avoid the problem. Hiding from it rather than trying to solve it. Because I'm immature. Because I'm weak. Because hiding is far, far easier. Because I'm like this, I feel so terrible. So I set my book down to one side, closing it with a light thud. What's the point? Mutter under my breath, turning over my futon, curling up into a ball. Close my eyes tight, trying to calm myself down. Count to 10 inside my head slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, not this again. Oh no, it's the knocking. It's back. She is back again, and she's coming to kill me. That's when I hear it. Steady pounding on the door. A soft, gentle knock, not a loud or angry one. Quietly insistent might be the correct word for it. Who could it be? Somebody who wants to see my grandparents? No, they're pretty popular around here. Maybe a neighbor who wants to give them some homegrown vegetables or something. Everything is fairly commonplace around here. Not so late that it's unreasonable for it to be an uninvited guest. I just need to tell them that my grandparents have already gone to bed, that's all. Get to my feet with a sigh, knees cracking as I do so. Alright, I'm coming. Muttering this to nobody in particular, I make my way to the front door. Hi, Noelle. What have you got there behind your back? Hopefully it's, well, I think it is. It's been a while since I've been here. Yeah, it sure has. Well, this is awkward. I sat at the table in the dining room with Noelle, both kneeling on the Tatsumi floor, facing one another. The smell of green tea lingers in the air. As Noelle came to visit, I thought it was only polite to brew some tea for her. Take a sip of mine with shaky hands. Not because I'm thirsty, but because I want to give my hands something to do. As soon as I do this, however, I regret it. Ow. Hot. That's far too hot. My tongue is burning. Skills at brewing tea really are subpar. Maybe even worse than that. My current state of shock in brewing tea was too much of a chore for me to handle. Green tea isn't only hot, it tastes bad. Don't know what went wrong, but it's far too weak. Maybe we're here right now. Great tea connoisseur that she is, she definitely scolded me. May I guess smacked over the head for good measure. Sometimes I feel like the two of us aren't really friends, but members of a two-piece comedy duo. The idiot and the straight man. Wonder who would play which role though. And it could go either which way, I guess. At least Noelle doesn't complain about the awful tea. She's always been more considerate than a moo. She sits there silently, sipping her tea slowly, without complaint. She really is a good person, isn't she? Until she decides to slit my throat. Then... why did I ignore her for so long? Hope she didn't see me at the park yesterday. If she did, that might be difficult to explain. What brings you here? My dad, he made me curry tonight. Huh? Look at Noelle, confused by this non-sequitur. For my sake, she elaborates. For dinner. But the elaboration is completely useless. Trying to add a golden embroidery to an old rag, to turn it into a precious object, is just transfigures it into a source of confusion. No, I mean, why did you decide to come over at this time? My dad made curry tonight. I already gathered that much. I don't see how it's related. He made too much curry. He asked me to take some here. Ah. Oh, I see. Is that what's in the plastic bag? Curry? Oh, not ahead. How do you know I was here, though? It's a small village. News travels fast. I should have known. Some of the natives must have seen me wandering around town and gossip started to spread. A small place like this, even very small pieces of news soon become common knowledge. Grandparents must have told their friends about my arrival too. I was stupid thinking Noelle wouldn't know about it. But everybody else does. Anyway, the curry? You can have it if you want, but you probably don't. Grandmother is a good cook. I wasn't trying to insult her cooking skills or anything, so, it's not like you need to take it. I don't mind either way. No, your dad is a really good cook too. Really good. I'd be happy to try some. Noelle blinks at me hopefully, small smile lighting up her face. Really? Yes, really. I don't mind at all. In fact, I'm glad you came. I'm happy I got to see you. Me too. It makes me happy. Even though I already feel so full from the banquet my grandmother prepared me, turning down this offer of hospitality right in front of Noelle's face would be far too cruel. Couldn't do something like that. Not after she came to see me. Not after I ignored her yesterday. Not after I've been ignoring her for the last 2 years. Hope the curry hasn't gone cold. That'd be a shame. It's alright. I came here quickly. As quickly as I could. It should still be warm. If you hurry. Oh, you ran here? For me? Maybe. But you hate running. You never like sports. Well, Will smiles coyly, shyly, toying with a handful of silver hair. That's true, but if it's for you, I don't mind. My voice sticks in my throat. I don't know what to say. It's my dad's curry, too. He's a good cook. Good food doesn't deserve to go cold. Her smile is very small and easily unnoticeable, just like a tiny bird hiding amongst the tree branches. Even so, I still see it. Of course I see it. Noel's best friend, after all. I am, aren't I? Alright. Give me a second. Go to the kitchen to retrieve a pair of chopsticks and take my seat back at the table. Noel hands me a plastic bag. Open it and take out a Tupperware box filled with food. Well, right. It is still warm. Feel the heat through the plastic, warming my bare palms. Place it down on the tabletop and take off the lid. The smell of delicious, freshly made curry fills the air. It smells so good it almost makes me salivate. It isn't just the smell though. It looks good too. Sauce is nice and thick, and not too thick. That's what she said. I can see neatly cut squares of potato, carrots, peas and mushrooms floating in the sauce. stomach is still full from my large meal earlier, but it'd be a crime to waste food as good as this. Simply have to try some. You look happy, Ak-chan. Am I pulling a weird face? Maybe. Just a little. I think it suits you. I flush, suddenly feeling guilty. Always been so friendly to me, but do I really deserve it? How can she stand to sit there so politely, drinking my horrible tea? And 2 years ago I abandoned her. Didn't deserve her kindness. I don't deserve it at all. Ak-chan, you're right. Huh? Oh, I blink in surprise. Face flushes. I'm just tired, I guess. It's quite dark outside. I apologize for intruding at such a late hour. I just wanted to give you that curry no matter what. Oh no, it's fine. I already said I don't mind. You're not intruding, you're my friend. Ah, well, if you're sure, I'm not so good at social interactions, so sometimes I get unsure about simple things. No, it's fine, really. Okay, it's just, I also wanted to talk to you. We haven't seen each other in such a long while, and, I missed you. Words pierced through my heart in a single strike, like a perfectly aimed arrow. I felt my face heating up. I try to stutter back a response, but I keep tripping up over the words. Tongue feels strangely thick and heavy, and it's hard for me to talk. Still, I need to tell her. Even though it's hard, even though it's embarrassing, I have to say it. Can't make up for 2 years of absence, but maybe it can help. Just a little. I missed you too. You did? Yeah, I did. I really did. Even though it might not seem like it, even though I didn't act like it, I really did miss you, Noelle. Then, do you still want to try the curry? You should, if you want. Oh no, did you poison it? Oh great, I'm gonna get poisoned, aren't I? It might get cold. Yeah, sure. Of course. Sorry if I was being rude. It wasn't rude. You don't have to eat it. I don't want to be pushy. No, it isn't like that. You're not pushy. Really? Really? Feels like our union has been compromised, nothing but apologies. Guess we're both awkward people. Wanting to put an end to this back and forth, I prod my chopsticks into the plastic container, grabbing a hold of a piece of mushroom. Thanks for the food. Placed the mushroom into my mouth and started anew. Is it good? Huh. It's delicious. Thank you. It's no problem. Smiles are what she eats, hands folded in my lap, knees bent underneath me. Eat it delicately, carefully. Take a small piece of food between your chopsticks and press it into your mouth, chewing slowly, savoring every bite. Watch your mouth. Watch your lips. Watch your face. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you enjoy this curry I made just for you. The best ingredients I could find. I said my dad made it. That was a lie. Uh-oh. Dad would never make something like this. Curry is special, after all. Oh no, she did fucking poison it, didn't she? Oh no. Only you can eat it. Yes, she... God damn it, not another one of these endings. I picked every single one of those mushrooms with care. Thinking about you the whole time. Every single one. I feel like this cheery music does not feel the tone of what's happening. Came here quickly so the carry was still warm. Didn't want it to go cold. And after all this time, you're my best friend. You deserve the best. So please, eat a lot. This is the curry I made for you. All my feelings are contained inside. All the feelings I've been holding inside me for the last 2 years. I'm bad at talking, but something like this, I think you'll understand. Oh, I think I'm gonna understand alright soon. You'll understand without words. Please, understand how I feel. Even if it's just a tiny bit, just that much mean the world to me. Uh-oh. Here we go. You look confused. Guess that makes sense. This curry should be very different from any other curry we tasted. Yeah, and here's the music that we needed for this scene. Oh, I fucking called it. I fucking called it. Hey, Noelle? What kind of mushrooms are these? Yeah. I was thinking in the back of my mind, doesn't she, when he mentioned about the mushroom, I was like, doesn't Noelle know a lot about her mushrooms? Could she have potentially picked, non-edible ones? I found this purse. I don't want to lie. I hate liars. And for the past half hour, doing nothing other than tell lies. These will be the last lies I tell you. I promise. After this, I won't lie anymore. I think they're just regular shiitake mushrooms. Why? I don't know. I think they taste a little strange. I don't know why that would be. Maybe they're prepared them differently from their grandmother. Buys them from a different place? Ah, yeah, that's probably it. Just no big deal. Wash your face carefully as you continue to eat. Even though you're not hungry, so you keep eating. Doing it so you won't upset me. Even though, right now, maybe your stomach is already starting to swell, to hurt, to ache. Eyes are so innocent. The smell is so trusting. Deep down inside, I know you're not a bad person. Not so childish to think that the world is split down the middle, between those who do good and those who do bad. I know most people are somewhere in between. I know too that everyone will cause harm to somebody at some point in life. It's inevitable. It's part of being a human. Most people don't cause harm out of malice. Do it out of stupidity, or anxiety, or selfishness, or fear, but not hate. You're not a bad person, and you didn't mean to hurt me. I don't think you did, but that doesn't change the fact that it happened. It doesn't change the fact that it hurts. It hurts so much. If you had spoken to me yesterday instead of running away like that, maybe it could have eased the burden in my heart. Maybe it would have stopped hurting. Just a little bit. But maybe that's impossible. Wishful thinking. How could a single brief encounter stop up all the pain and resentment of 2 whole years? Not that stupid. Not that naive. And though it's sad, and this may be the only way to ease my suffering, only way for me to tell you how I feel, tell you without words. Probably you won't believe me when you find out. You start vomiting blood. Won't believe me at all. But I know the truth. I didn't want to do this. Really, I didn't. I don't hate you, I promise. like you more than anybody else in the whole world. That's why I had to do it. I don't want to keep lying anymore. Especially just as it hurts me. Going to put an end to it for good. Ending 17. Mushrooms. What a lovely little ending. God damn it. Well, at least we didn't get a knife through our neck this time. We got to have a yummy tasting meal before we died, so yay, I guess. Though I would have preferred the cakes that Suzumi and Arai were eating. Okay, this should lead to a different ending. Because we decided to go visit Noelle. If it will let me frickin' skip. Ah, yep, here we go. What a waste. Rest sighs, arms folded. Gazes out over the head of hundreds upon hundreds of sunflowers, rocking gently by the breeze. After doing a search around the whole forest, we ended up back here, right where we first met. Just like last time, there's no sign of Shiro. Although we asked Noelle, her answer wasn't the one we wanted to hear. Instead, she shook her head sadly, a frown on her face. No, she hadn't seen a white rabbit in the forest. If she had, she would have remembered. White rabbits are very distinctive, so if she had seen one, she would have remembered, but she didn't. So, like a trickle at the bottom of a well in the middle of summer, lastly dried up. I'm sorry. Approached Arai hesitantly, sure of how to phrase my condolences without them sounding insincere. However, to my surprise, Arai doesn't react with anger. She doesn't get mad. The expression on her face can only be described as listless. Has she given up? It's alright. You don't need to apologize. It wasn't your fault. I know, but I wanted to help. It's fine. I already said it's not your fault. I'm the real fool here. I'm the one who got my hopes up too much. I'm not so unreasonable. I'd blame you for that. You're right. Guess I was right. We have hope, things really do start to fall apart. Life isn't enough to nurture such naive dreams. Stands to reason that if you hold on to your hopes, you'll just get disappointed. Guess that makes sense, but sounds so lonely. She stares at the sunflower field, setting sun swallowing her in shadows. Looks small and lonely. But refuse to hope, isn't that the same as denying your future happiness? No, I don't think so. Maybe I did once. I dreamt about lots of things. Stupid things. But it didn't work out. What it did was hurt me. After that painful lesson, I realized something. Something important. I think it's part of becoming an adult. Dreams are nice distractions, but they're not the same as reality. Not always the things you can achieve. You pine after these dreams for too long, you might up chasing after something that doesn't even exist. But that isn't true. Sure, it does exist. You know that. So it's not like you have to stop searching. Maybe that is true. But trying to find a single rabbit in a whole forest, isn't that ridiculous? Not like I'm Alice or anything. This isn't a children's story. Not so stupid that I believe in things like that, even if you are. Even though she's insulting me, it still makes me smile. That sounds more like the Uriah I've grown to know over the last 3 days. Maybe I am stupid. I sigh. Yeah, right. Some things do change, even if you try to stop them. That's just a part of life. Like when I had to move to live in the city. I didn't want to do it, but I didn't have a choice. It was something I couldn't control. When I tried to hide the truth from Noelle, it didn't stop it from happening. All it did was hurt her. I really was stupid. Yeah, it's true. And it's sad. And it's frustrating. It's upsetting. Having so little control over my own life makes me want to punch the wall or smash things sometimes. Do you ever do that? From time to time. When I go to see Big Sis, the place is messed up enough as it is, so it doesn't make any difference. Is that why everything in the store looks so chipped and broken? No, that'd be because of her bad taste. No, that'd be... yeah, Big Sis is warped and weird. So she likes warped and weird things. I think a person like her, with a twisted heart, is more at home in a room full of junk, don't you? That's a little harsh, but it's totally true. Big Sis is such a creep. You don't even know the half of it. Oh, trust me, we do know the half of it, and yeah, more than just a creep. But anyway, I sighs heavily. Exhaling so hard it sounds almost painful. It might be a waste of time. It's been too long. I don't know if she will ever turn up now. But you searched so hard. Yeah, I did. I tried my best, but it still wasn't good enough. Sometimes, no matter how hard you try, things just don't go your way. You're going to give up? Just like that? It isn't giving up. That's a callous way to put it. As expected of a peasant like you. I simply know when to stop hoping for the impossible. And if you don't want to admit it, and if you try to trick yourself or think of something else to make yourself feel better, what you want won't happen. Things always change. The world is unpredictable like that, and there isn't anything I can do about it. Sit cross-legged on my bed, flipping through my sketchbook. Pages upon pages of sketches greet me, most of them half-formed, unfinished, deformed, ugly. I don't like them. I don't like them at all. I tried so hard. The only drawings I could create were insipid, unpleasant, completely empty, devoid of emotion, devoid of purpose. Well, maybe that isn't so bad. At least they mirror how I feel. I just wish, for once, I could create something with depth. Something with meaning. Something that could make people understand. But understand what, exactly? What is it that I'm trying to communicate? I don't know. And so, because I don't know, I can only create vague imitations of reality like this. Absolutely no substance. Nothing that makes them special. I enjoy drawing. It's always fun in the beginning. Exciting. Hold my pencil in one hand, sketchbook on my other. Tell myself this time for sure. This time I'll create something meaningful. This time people will understand. Yet, despite these innocent hopes, it never really works out. Miracle does not occur. Everything remains the same. Then I get scared. Get scared of finishing my drawings. Because I know when I do, I'll just be disappointed. I try to draw the process out, adding more and more minute details, drawing the same things over and over again. People praise that. They mistake it for dedication. Don't know what it really is. Don't know what I'm afraid. I continue to flip through my sketchbook, hardly paying attention to all the unfinished sketches that flash by my eyes. All failures, just like me. Should probably feel some kind of kinship with these pictures, given they're so much like me, but what can sum up as mild distaste? Why am I so tired? Fingers finally stop. Look down the particular page in my sketchbook and stare. Gripping my sketchbook tightly with both hands, knuckles slowly begin to turn white. It's the rabbit I was drawing this morning. She was a very cute rabbit, twitchy nose and a puffy tail like a cloud. Beautiful white rabbit. I want to capture at least some of that beauty, but my picture doesn't look quite right. Her eyes are wrong. Too dull, too empty, too blank and staring. Why does everything I draw end up like this? Why? Maybe it's because I'm a bad person? I have a rotten heart? Maybe it's because I'm a liar. I can't stand liars. Uh-oh. Is she about to go on a murdering spree again? Oh, and no, we just go straight to credits like that. Huh. Interesting. So yeah, in this ending she didn't even tell us that she had seen the White Rabbit. But whether she let it go free and alive or killed it, we're not entirely sure. And I don't particularly want to find out, because that poor rabbit's been through a lot. We've been through a lot, but we still got 3 more endings after this, so we're nearly done. Oh, but there is an after credit scene. Oh, so there may still be time for me to die. Is she gonna push me in front of the train? It's bound to happen one of these times. Wait by the train station, a suitcase in my hand. Now it's rapidly descending and it's cold. I start to shiver, shiver into my jacket, clutching my suitcase even more tightly. Even though it's come to the end of my visit, though it was supposed to be me and my friends for the very last time, I'm the only person here. Well, didn't come to see me off. Don't know where she is. I hope to reconnect with her. That was just a dream, flimsy as a cobweb. And the moon isn't here either. Maybe she doesn't want to see me since I spent so much time helping Rai, trying to find an elusive rabbit. I've been counting on the restorative power of a moo's warm smile too. The moo can be boisterous at times. Smile can work wonders, just like herbal tea or lemon balm. It's a soothing medicine which can cure any kind of lingering malignancy. But she isn't here. Moo isn't here, and neither is Noelle. 2 best friends have abandoned me. Or would it be fairer to say I abandoned them? I didn't appreciate them enough. I didn't value them. So now, they don't want to spend time with me. All because of that rabbit. Sure, blame it on the rabbit. And blame it on Rai as well. She's not here either. But no, it isn't fair. Not Rai's fault. She just wanted somebody to help her. But even though I promised that I could find Shiro, in the end, I couldn't. It's all useless, wasn't it? I'm not good for anything. All I can do is break promises and upset people. That's all. I really am pathetic. Night closes around me like a cloak, swallowing me up. Will I ever see Amu again? Will I ever see Noelle again? Will I ever see Arai again? Why is it, even though I tried so hard, the very end of my journey, I ended up all alone? What did I do wrong? Stupid. So stupid. Blink of surprise, open my eyes back at the back of my hand. Damp. I'm crying? Stupid. So stupid. How did it end up like this anyway? I wish somebody would come and say goodbye. Anybody. Why didn't my grandparents come? Kinda refused my offer, saying they'd get in the way of my heartfelt goodbyes with my friends, but right now there aren't any goodbyes to impose upon. Just silence. Can't even hear the cicadas. Well, it might be too cold for them. If I could at least hear the comforting chirp, emitting steadily from the undergrowth, maybe that would cheer me up. Maybe that would make me feel less alone. Not even the cicadas will miss me. Nobody will miss me. Nobody, anybody, I don't care who. Please come and say goodbye. Please. Uh-oh. Here we go. I can hear footsteps. Somebody there. Hope bubbles up in my chest. Turn my head, eyes wide, expectant. Amu? Noelle? Arai? Who is it? Oh no, it's, that's Suzumi? See a figure walking towards me, shrouded in the darkness. Shoes strike the ground with a steady tap, tap, tap. Not the sound a Moo sneakers would make. It's harsher than that. It's a girl. No, a young woman. Hair is dark blue, tied up in two buns at the top. Clothes are black and dark purple. And her eyes, they're cold and hard. Well, I guess it's finally a time that we get killed by somebody else other than, Noelle, I guess. It's Suzumi, Rai's big sister. What's she doing here? No, I said anyone, but I didn't seriously expect a prayer to be answered. Hey, you. Yes? I thought you promised me. Promised? That you wouldn't hurt my little sister. I hurt Arai? What did I do? You have some nerve asking me what you did when it should be obvious. Sumi glares at me. Bangs flutter in the breeze, brushing against her forehead. However, the wind is unable to disturb the expression on her face. The look of pure hatred. You're a liar. You said you'd find Shiro, but you didn't. You broke your promise. It's true, and it wouldn't be the first time either. Same people and breaking promises come back here to apologize for harming Noelle, but not only was I unable to do that, I also hurt Arai as well. I really am useless, aren't I? Since I know this all too well, I can't say anything in response to Suzumi. She's telling the truth. I know. I'm sorry. Huh? Sounding impressively like a Yakuza boss, Suzumi raises an eyebrow. Think you can wriggle out of this just by saying sorry? You think sorry will make my cute little sister feel any better? Do you think she cares about your sorry? No, I don't mean... Your sorry is completely worthless. It won't fix anything, so don't even bother trying to apologize. It's far too late for that. You made my little sister cry. What are you going to do about that? Are you going to take some responsibility? Cry? I made her cry? I didn't think I'd upset her that badly. I thought she'd be okay. She seemed okay when I spoke to her earlier, but my little sister is a delicate person. She cared about Shira a lot. Isn't it obvious she'd cry? It's a mark of how much she cared. That's just the kind of person she is. Her grandfather's funeral, she cried a lot then too. It's because she cares about people. She has a loving heart. She's sweet and gentle. Shouldn't have realized that much, but you still hurt her. I did try to help, but trying isn't good enough. You raised her hopes, and then you destroyed them. That's the worst thing you can do to somebody. The absolute worst. Sumi stabs one finger at me, between my eyes. That were a bullet, I'd be dead by now. A small hole, deep wound, smoking in the middle of my forehead. Eyes remain harsh and unforgiving. Can't see any light reflected in those dark purple pupils. They're dark and murky, just like a swamp. Bottomless swamp. Her gaze is pulling me in. Took away something precious belonging to my little sister. Something irreplaceable. Took away her smile. You took away her happiness. Worst of all, you took away her hope. So it's only fair I take away something irreplaceable away from you. That's how business works. It's a fair transaction, don't you think? I can hear a rumbling sound in the distance. The train. Is the train gonna arrive soon? But more concerned by the items Sumi is holding. Can't take my eyes off of it. What is that? In Susumi's hand I can see something sharp. Something that shines ominously with a pale silver light. It's a blade. A knife. No, it's definitely not a knife. The shape of it is all wrong for that. So then, no way. How could it be in her left hand and behind her back until now? She was holding a hatchet this whole time. Oh, I can say, do you have a box cutter too? Because I guess that's the only thing they can buy in this small town, I guess. Her catches in my chest. Why is she holding something like that? I knew she was an overprotective older sister, but I never thought she would take it this far. Sweat rolls down my forehead. This cool weather, it chills quickly, sticking to my skin. Why do I feel so itchy? She's coming towards me. She can't really. There's no way. You're not even going to try to run? I open my mouth, trying to reply, but all that comes out are disjointed syllables. They chatter together. I can't say a word. Do you think I'm not serious or something? I ain't doubting my love for my little sister. You can't understand it with words. I'll show it to you another way. Way even you can understand. A bond is more valuable than all the blood in your body, you know. She's coming closer. It doesn't matter whether she's serious or not. I need to get away. Get away. Run. This mantra is enough to unstick my feet from the ground. It gives me enough strength to start moving. Turn, intending to flee, but I'm instantly presented with a new problem. I'm in a train station, and it's small. The only way to escape it is being guarded by Suzumi. Tracks then? I can loop around her by going onto the tracks. Dangerous, but it's the only way. Panting heavily, breathing through my mouth, I try to pick up the pace. Ow. Must have been running too fast. Body couldn't catch up with me. Somehow I must have twisted my ankle. It hurts. It really does hurt. But I can't just stop because of something like this. If Suzumi really does intend to use that hatchet, then the pain I'll receive from that will be far, far worse than this. Need to keep going. I have to try and get away. I try to run. Ankle tenses. Sharp wave of pain shoot through my body. How can a small sprain hurt so badly? Must be because I'm in a hurry. Stressed and I'm panicking, so the pain seems even worse. I'm weak. Because I'm weak that I'm in pain. If I can do it. I can. Keep going. I have to keep going. It's a loud noise. Fills up my ears. Sounds like an earthquake. Then the ground is splitting in two, ready to swallow me up. Hey, what are you doing, idiot? Didn't want this to happen. From the noise I can hear Suzumi shouting at me, really shouting, so loud her throat might tear. Even though I can hear the individual words, my brain feels jumbled. I can hardly piece them together. What does she mean? It's coming. Get back up here, hurry! It's coming? Of course. If in slow motion, I turn around. Sound grows louder and louder, filling up my eardrums until it feels as though they might burst. Large metal beast bears down upon me, moving at high speed. Moves far, far quickly than I can. My weakened fleshy legs are now so unaccustomed to exercise. Legs really are very fragile. Just thin sticks of white bones stuck inside peach-colored skin. They could break so easily. The whole body could break so easily. It's just a container. Mass of bones and internal organs, roped together by muscle, smothered in skin. Container for life. Life that can so easily be taken away. Drained by the rivulets of red. Never been more aware of this in my whole life. Just how transient life itself is. Whole ground is shaking. The ears are ringing. Suzumi's still shouting, but I can hardly hear her. I can't escape. It's far too late. Ow. And he ain't eating futile. Well, I mean, didn't go exactly how I planned. I thought she would push me, not chase after me with a fucking machete, but... Well, it was about time we got nearly murdered by a different character this time, but... we still got 3 more endings to go through, so hopefully they'll, not be as deadly.